Should Rachel Amber be trusted? Or rather, is it good that Chloe is opening up and becoming so vulnerable to her? Episode 1 of Life is Strange Before the Storm's theme is trust. Therefore, I'm going to address Chloe and Rachel's relationship, and analyze Rachel a little bit, but the trust part specifically will be addressed later in the video. Oh, and by the way, this is going to be a little all over the place, since I make connections to many small things, and just want to get them out there, so fair warning. On the sign by the Salishan tribe totem pole, they describe the raven as the following. Its grinning face betrays its trickster spirit. The raven is to be respected, never trusted. I think the raven can be connected to Rachel. So, before we jump into the assumption that Rachel and the raven are connected in every single way, and that Chloe would be wise not to trust her so much, we should break down both sentences and go through what we know thus far about Rachel Amber, and possibly an overanalysis as well as some speculations on my part. Hey, I'm doing this for the fun of it. Its grinning face betrays its trickster spirit. So, is Rachel a trickster? This is what I found about the trickster on Wikipedia. In mythology and in the study of folklore and religion, a trickster is a character in a story which exhibits a great degree of intellect or secret knowledge, and uses it to play tricks or otherwise disobey normal rules and conventional behavior. Yeah, okay, Rachel seems like an intelligent person. She, for instance, helped Justin with algebra. Oh, and she also was like blackballs on her students since her GPA was 4.0 and, well, yeah, you can see for yourself. Now, does she hold any secrets? And if so, is she using them to play tricks and or disobey normal rules or conventional behavior? Now, this part is going to be more of a theory without that much information to go from, but will make more sense and seem likely once we piece everything together. Rachel is Miss Arcadia, the one source a lot of the people in Arcadia Bay go to for information, including Chloe.
Ask Miss Arcadia. You're the only source of info I trust in this town.
Ah, there's the trust again. I said I'll get to you later, don't worry. So, as you can see, Miss Arcadia gave away the location where Firewalk would be playing, even though it was a very private location. We can see that Rachel already is inside, dancing to Firewalk, so she obviously knew about the place, and Frank didn't make a comment similar to, oh, so another fun location.
How'd you even hear about this little shindig?
Ha! The internet. How else?
Seriously? Fucking kids.
Yeah, of course there's a possibility that Rachel got there before he did, and thus he simply didn't notice her. But Rachel is Miss Arcadia. She indeed disobeyed their rules, and judging from Miss Arcadia's post, it seems like she enjoys creating chaos since she hints that people who are not invited could get into trouble but gives out the info anyway. Not convinced? There is a little more that hints that Rachel could be Miss Arcadia. At the bottom of the website you can see other topics, and the next one is Haiti Earthquake Relief Fundraiser. On the computer in the classroom Rachel drags you into, you can find some information about the students acting in The Tempest. It says that one of Rachel's interests is booster fundraising, so I'm going to make a wild guess here and say that either she started the topic herself to spread awareness for her current campaign, possibly without mentioning that she, Miss Arcadia, is the one behind it, or that those who use her site know that she knows a lot about fundraising, and there you go. That's pretty much all I have about her being Miss Arcadia, and her being Miss Arcadia will make more sense if we agree that she is indeed a trickster. So, let's go through what else it says about the trickster, shall we? The trickster often breaks societal rules. Often the bending or breaking of rules takes the form of tricks or thievery. Oh, well, that's interesting. Wasn't it Rachel who wanted to steal the bottle of wine just to take something that wasn't hers? And how did she manage to steal it again? Through acting, of course. Through trickery, of course. By pretending to faint, she put those two park visitors on the spot and embarrassed them, since they didn't know what to do in the situation she purposely created, giving Chloe the time to steal the bottle. In my opinion, there's no way it's a coincidence that the totem pole with the text about the raven is at the same location where Rachel truly shows signs of being a trickster, just like the raven. Both trick, acting, and thievery in one go. That's a pretty big hint if you ask me. Tricksters can be cunning or foolish or both.
My third thing? 2 truths and a lie. You say 3 things. Right. I'm a Leo. Meow.
No.
Let's not forget about the fact that Arcadia focused specifically on the Native Americans, and as already mentioned, the Salesian tribe had many stories about the raven, which brings us to this. The trickster in most native traditions is essential to creation, to birth. This is very similar to what was written by the totem about the raven. The question lies, does it have to be the creation of humankind? No, the raven brought life to the nature as well. In the end of episode 1, Rachel set fire to the oak tree, which apparently means that the tree will regrow. In other words, rebirth. So Rachel even checks that part. The trickster openly questions and mocks authority. They are usually male characters and have fun of breaking rules, boasting, and playing tricks on both humans and gods. I am thinking that the questions and mocks authority part might be reflected in her father, whom is a district attorney. There's not much to go on currently. Hopefully this part will make more sense in the next episode. However, I will admit that this part can describe Chloe. Perhaps they together become the trickster. That's something worth keeping in mind. Chloe is, after all, getting contacted by the raven in her dreams. The question is, does it contact Rachel too? While I'm on the subject, I want to point out a parallel between the raven contacting Chloe asleep to the doe appearing in front of Max. They both have shown directions towards Rachel and just seems to be around Rachel. And I definitely want to dig deeper into that in the future if possible. If you're still not convinced that Rachel is a trickster, just think about how she's in a drama club. A trickster would be an excellent actor, and an excellent actor could be a trickster. A modern trickster would most likely be in a drama club in high school, since one of the skills needed to become an actor is being able to deceive the audience, also known as tricking people. There just seems to be too many coincidences here, don't you think? Let's get back to the raven. So, what about the graining of face part? Well, honestly, do I even need to get into much detail here? Why do you think everybody's crushing so hard on her? Oh, you know that grin. Here, let this montage speak for itself. She looks like an innocent angel. Oh, and let's not forget one obvious detail. Her earring is a feather, which at least is inspired by the Native Americans' jewelry. The raven obviously has feathers, and is a legend in Native American stories, as we already know. The raven is to be respected, never trusted. Okay, so of course it makes sense that you can't trust someone who may trick you at any given moment, or perhaps have been tricking you since the start. Doing so could be considered foolish. If someone is that cunning, as in being able to trick people, it would also be foolish not to respect them, since they otherwise might make you a target, right? You just can't tell. We're finally at the trust part of the video. Even though Chloe just started talking to Rachel, she can already experience the strong bond, and she can even say that she feels like she can trust Rachel.
I'm just not really into touchy-feely shit. But I feel like I can trust you.
After not even a day of knowing each other. And pretty much everybody loves Rachel. She was indeed the most popular kid at school.
She was able to blend in with everybody, even with people I hated.
As you can see, Rachel Amber was my favorite model here. She knew exactly what angles worked best with my eye.
You were close.
Like brother and sister in arms, she understood me, never judged me. I hated her Vortex Club clique, but she never acted like she cared. Her friends were her friends.
You're high. Rachel used to hang out with us too. She was a blast. Smart, not bitchy like, you know.
So you knew Rachel Amber?
I knew she liked to party. Fun to be around. Oh, yeah, and she was hot.
Rachel was actually a member of the Vortex Club?
No. Rachel was like her own club. She was actually too cool for us. And I'll deny I ever said that.
I hear. Rachel, Amber, and her punk friend used to skate with us.
You knew Rachel?
She used to chill with us sometimes. But one day, she just vanished. I hope she's living the dream somewhere. And if anybody hurt her, we'll get a skate posse and take them out with our boards.
Funny you should say that. I was just thinking about my real muse. Rachel Amber.
Hey, do you know if Rachel's a gamer?
Rachel Amber? You're asking me?
Didn't you two go out last night, or was it just like a friend thing?
Why do you want to know?
Steph has a crush.
Oh, everybody loves her. Little Miss Perfect.
So you're jealous of Rachel Amber. That's what's happening right now. Gotcha.
Oh, right. Her being loved by everyone has got to be the strongest proof yet of Rachel being Miss Arcadia. Popular Miss Arcadia. Therefore making my suspicion of her being a trickster even stronger. It seems like many people trust Miss Arcadia, or, well, you know, Rachel. But according to the information about the Raven with a trickster spirit, they shouldn't be trusted. And I believe the only reason as to why they need to specify that is because it is very, very easy to trust them. And yeah, most do trust and want to be around Rachel. No matter the combination, Rachel will know whether or not it was a truth or a lie you told, even if you decide not to play by the rules. Speaking of rules, let's get back to this quote. She is indeed fond of breaking rules.
If my math is correct, you told me 2 truths and 1 lie. What? You expected me to cheat? Winners make their own rules, Chloe.
In some Greek myths, Hermes plays the trickster. He is the patron of thieves and the inventor of lying.
So far, what I've learned about you is that you're into acting, lying, and playing games. What's your point? That you're either full of imagination or full of shit.
Let me know when you figure out which one.
So do I think that she is a villain? The quick answer to that question is no. Yeah, she has some bad qualities, but she is still our companion and we feel bad for her and want her to have a happy ending. Possibly a romantic one with Chloe, even though we already know how her life ended. Rachel Amber is a trickster, the anti-heroine of Life is Strange. An anti-hero or anti-heroine is a protagonist who lacks conventional heroic qualities, such as idealism, courage, or morality.
No, I mean it. Whatever's going on between us, it's intense and new and awesome, and you had the courage to tell me that you feel it too. And I treated you like shit.
Morality, not so much. Not enough morality to be considered the typical hero of the story anyway. Chloe, on the other hand, questioned her idea and is pretty weirded out all the time, which proves that Chloe at least has more morale than Rachel, but got peer pressured into stealing it. I know what you're all thinking. Chloe can steal the Firework t-shirt. Can. She can also take the money and give it to her mother who desperately needs it, but better yet, she can also choose not to take the money or t-shirt. What Rachel does is canon, though. Although anti-heroes may sometimes do the right thing, it is often for the wrong reasons, and because it serves their self-interest rather than being driven by moral convictions. Now, I am aware of the flaw for this claim I'm about to make. We still don't know what her reasons are about anything, really. This is pure speculation. Speculation for good reasons, though.
Jesus, she was banging that pig, Frank! Bitch lied to my face, Max!
I'm thinking that we might see her do the right thing for the wrong reasons in the upcoming episodes. For example, her booster fundraising. Fundraising is a good deed, but what if there is more to that? She could be taking the money for herself. You know, she has already proven that she's okay with thievery. Or she does the fundraising because she wants people to think that she's a good person. The school definitely buys her for that. There is, however, a great chance that her dad is the one pushing her into becoming the honor student, and thus she started fundraising. I want to think that she actually does fundraising because she genuinely cares about the nature, and it would make sense and also have connection to the raven if she indeed does think it is important. How does it make sense, you ask? Since some legends say the raven helped create the first men, and was also one of the animals who brought light, fire, mountains, water, wind, and seeds for all the plants given by the Great Spirit into the world. Of course, caring for the planet, which the raven helped come into existence, is an important quality. However, if that is the case, she would indeed have some morale, thus making my claims of her being the anti-hero as well as a trickster more unlikely. If things become clearer in the future, I will make a follow-up video. Oh, and just a little fun extra detail. What if Rachel was going to put this poster up? So, on to the big question we've all been waiting for. What if she also tricks Chloe to some degree?
The question is, are Miranda's feelings of instant passion for Ferdinand just inexperience in dramatic circumstances, or has she actually just met the love of her life? What do you think?
The way she phrased that seemed very direct towards Chloe, with either a cunning or alluring expression in her face. I honestly have a hard time reading her, and yeah, I almost fell in love with her too. She's good. Anyway, rather than it being Rachel purposely tricking Chloe to be, mean and stuff, I believe that in this case, it just sort of happened because of the circumstances. Chloe is in a very vulnerable state right now because she feels abandoned.
Have friends.
Well, I used to. Friend. Singular. Her name was Max, but she left for greener, more northern pastures.
That sucks.
You could say that Rachel is doing a good thing for taking Chloe out on an awesome adventure which we are experiencing right now. However, she picked Chloe for a certain selfish reason.
Hey, are you alright?
What are we doing?
Excuse me?
Last I checked, you're supposed to be Chloe Price. Yet we've been ditching now for hours, and we haven't even gotten wasted yet. That's got to be against some school ditching rule.
I don't know. I might still be hungover from last night.
Wrong answer. You don't ask a girl out and then not buy her a drink.
Chloe has a bad reputation.
So, what's she into? What's her thing? Is it drugs? I'm not judging or anything. I figure if she's hanging out with you, she must be into some effed up shit. I mean, look at your face.
And since they've never hung out before, it is suspicious. Rachel wants to get back at her dad for being with another woman. She wants to hang out with Chloe because she is seen as bad news. The honor student is hanging out with the delinquent. Even though Rachel saved Chloe from her despair, she didn't do it for those good, righteous, heroic reasons. She did it for herself, and just happened to save Chloe from her self-hatred in the process. She wasn't even aware of the fact that Chloe doesn't have any friends. The hero would know and want to befriend her because she doesn't have any friends. The anti-hero accidentally would become her only friend. You can already see how Rachel picks Chloe up from her blue state in the journal, how her tone towards Journal Max changes. She's getting more confident now, and has something to look forward to again, which is great. It's just sad because it wasn't what Chloe truly wanted and needed.
The question is, are Miranda's feelings of instant passion for Ferdinand just inexperience in dramatic circumstances, or has she actually just met the love of her life?
Rachel's question has already given it away. In a moment, like the timeline during these chapters, she did have feelings for Chloe. They're 16 and don't have much experience. We already know that Rachel Amber wasn't the love of Chloe Price's life. Not because she died, because she moved on and got feelings for somebody else.
Before Rachel left, she said she met somebody who changed her life. Then poof.
And finally, I'd like to point out that Rachel is very observative.
Now, about this broken hand story. It's not that I don't think you could knock Stephanie Kowalski out. A bitch takes your yoo-hoo, she's gotta get got.
Damn straight.
But you didn't get that scar from punching someone.
No.
That scar is from a distal radius fracture.
So you're a physician now?
Last summer, I performed a one-woman Doctor Who homage entitled Weeping Angel.
Wait, what?
The point is, I know that the scar you've got comes with breaking your wrist when you fall. Like, from a skateboard?
Yeah.
I guess 6 years ago?
7. Well, shit. I always thought I was a good liar.
Good thing you're pretty. Which brings me to your alleged cat allergy.
Alleged?
I'm calling lie.
Why is that?
I mean, maybe you're allergic, but I've passed by your locker a few times, and I've seen that old photo of a cat you keep in there.
You've passed by my locker? Stalker much?
Hey, I notice things. I can't help it.
I guess you're no stranger to being noticed, too. It's kind of new for me.
Well, get used to it. So, let's talk about this lead guitarist business.
The business of show.
As much as I'd love to be a groupie to your all-girl cover band, the Misfits, I'm gonna have to call lie on that one.
You don't think I can rock?
On the contrary, you absolutely rock. The problem is, your hand is smooth, no calluses. You don't play guitar. I just want you to know I'm lucky that you were with me today. You're a badass, Chloe Price.
What?
Remember that biker asshole who wouldn't let you into the mill? You talked your way right past him.
You saw that?
And those skeevy douchebags who followed you upstairs? You dropped that one guy with a knee to the balls.
Only because you showed up at the last minute, and...
What about Drew? When he was picking on Nathan? You got right in his face and called him out.
That was pretty sweet, actually.
See? You're the real thing, Chloe. I don't know anyone like you. Plus, you came along with me, no questions asked.
Well, I don't really need a good reason to ditch school.
And she's not the only one who is.